Hey everybody, Roy Ice here, Master Certified Life Coach. Today we're going to talk about managing your fixer. Shut up so I can tell you what to do. The more of an expert you are in the area that your client needs help, the more you're gonna struggle.
Watch us and win with us.
Today I want to talk about how not to be frustrated in the middle of your session. And I'll tell you that frustration for a life coach really comes in if you're really intelligent and you're a great problem solver. Now that doesn't seem to be the combination that would cause you to not be a good life coach, but quite frankly, the more of an expert you are in the area that your client needs help, the more you're gonna struggle. You're gonna have real challenges because what you have to do is called managing your fixer. Now you have got to manage your fixer. And what I mean by that is when you absolutely know the solution to your client's problem, you're gonna be there just sitting so antsy, you're like, shut up so I can tell you what to do. But you really have to manage that fixer because it's one of the things that will cause your client to not have the highest levels of success. If you have the answer, you're like, why don't you just do this? It's gonna cause a huge problem. Let me explain why. If you tell your client, do this, this, and this, they are less likely to follow through. They've done scientific studies. It's a psychological fact that if someone else outside of you brings an answer to you, you actually don't take it as seriously as if you yourself came up with the answer. You as a life coach are not there to fix people. People aren't broken. They have issues in their life. They may have broken some promises. They may have broken some steps in trying to get to where they are, but they are not broken people. They're whole. They are people who have the answers. So what you have to do is you have to manage your fixer by keeping your mouth shut with anything that has a period or an exclamation mark at the end of whatever you say. You have to make sure that everything you say ends with a question mark. Now, I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna figure out a way of how do I give them my suggestion, my answer, and put it at the question mark. Well, have you ever tried doing XYZ? That's a fixer. Anytime you are giving someone a suggestion, you are being a fixer. And I'm telling you, your clients will do two things. They will either fail at doing what you've said, and then they come back. You told me to do this, it didn't work. Now, you as a life coach are seen as someone who gives bad advice. Remember, you're not a life consultant, you're a life coach. And so if you consult and you give them a solution to their problem, and they go try that solution and that solution doesn't work, you are seen in their mind as a person who gives bad advice. But if they, in their mind, as you've asked questions, well, what could you do? What are some things that you haven't tried, but you know the situation, you know the people involved, I don't. You know Aunt so-and-so, you know Uncle so-and-so, you know coworker so-and-so, you know your boss, you know all these people involved, I don't. You know the formula of when this molecule comes together. What are some of the things that might happen? You know this, I don't. So you tell me, what do you think is a solution that you would want to try? Now they come up with it. Next time when they come and they're sharing with you the outcomes of what happened when they put into practice the action plans from the previous session. When they come to you and tell you it didn't work, guess what? It wasn't your suggestion that failed. It was their suggestion. You have to manage your fixer. You cannot try to fix their problems because, number one, if it doesn't work, you are seen as the individual who failed. The second part of it is it's actually dangerous, especially the more significant the client and the more significant the issue that they're dealing with. You can actually get yourself in legal challenges if the advice that you gave to your client and they went and did it, and they experience in some way tangible loss, they can sue you. How much do you want to pay? How much do you want to settle? How much do you want to be in debt because you couldn't manage your fixer? You couldn't stop and say, look, if I tell them what to do, I'm responsible for that solution. whether it works or it doesn't. I know many of you are incredible individuals, and what you've done in life coaching up to now is you've been a life consultant, you've been a business consultant, you've been a specialty consultant. And because of that, you've got yourself into a habit of finding that your value is in your solutions. But that's not the value of a life coach. The value of a life coach is not in your answers, it's not in your solutions, it's in your questions. Can you ask the perfect questions to help your client find the solutions that they think would help them overcome and to achieve what they want to achieve? So be very careful, fix your fixer. Do not try to fix the problem because, oh, well, I just worked with 3 other clients and they tried this. Why don't you try it? It worked for the other clients. As much as you think it may work for your client, it probably is not going to. Save yourself a lot of stress, a lot of heartache, and potentially a lot of money in the future by making sure you are not being a consultant when you're doing life coaching. There are times when some of my clients come and they say, hey, look, you have experience in broadcasting, you have experience in this area, you have experience in business. What did you do to make that work? And I very consciously say, if it's in the middle of a session, now look, the life coaching session you came for in life coaching, what I do is I partner with you to help you explore all possible solutions and help you come up with a solution. We're in a life coaching session. If you want some consulting, I do that separate. Because in this session, life coaching is me partnering with you to help you find solutions that you already know. You're the expert more than I am. And so in this issue, I would love to keep it to life coaching, but if you'd like some consulting, let's do that, but at a different time. Keep those separate. You have to help your client understand the difference between the two, because quite frankly, you are liable for every word of advice that you give, that they put into practice and they experience loss. So please try not to let your fixer loose. Keep it trapped, keep it in a box, whatever you have to do, keep it out of your life coaching sessions, and you'll find yourself so much more happy. And you'll also find that your client finds their success a lot faster, and they actually build their own self-confidence because it's the solutions that they came up with on their own, with your help, in order to experience the success that they always wanted to have. I hope this is helpful. Please go to lifestyle.org if you'd like to learn more or find out all the other resources that I have for you as life coaches. Also, write in the comments down below, what are some of the things that you have questions about, some of the things that you've either had success or some of the struggles that you're having in life coaching. I would love to make a video based upon your suggestions, and so let us know, and I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. See ya.
Watch us and win with